Hello and welcome back to Balla Ball. Today is Sunday 29th October and we have a big match between India and England, but we've already made a video on that. So let's talk of some key learnings from yesterday's game between New Zealand and Australia. To be honest, it was in my opinion one of the finest games of cricket that we've ever observed in World Cup history. Australia made 388, New Zealand got to 383 and they almost chased it down. There were so many twists and turns in this game that it was no less than a roller coaster ride. Number 1, we can now confidently say that Australia is one of the most dangerous and ruthless sides in this World Cup. They did have a couple of bad games in the very beginning, but thereafter the way they have returned, scoring 367 odd against Pakistan, 399 against Netherlands, and winning it by 309 runs thereafter. And yesterday, scoring 388, they have proven that they are a batting powerhouse. And the way things look at the moment, it looks like India might finish at the top and Australia might finish 4th, which means that at Wankhede Stadium on the 15th of November, we could witness an India vs Australia semi-final, which could be very difficult for India to tackle. Number 2, no matter how well Australia may have played and how the match panned out yesterday, New Zealand still continues to be one of the top sides in the tournament. And while they may have lost 2 consecutive games, both the games were against extremely strong sides such as table toppers India and a resurgent Australia. Number 3, Travis Head and David Warner are undoubtedly the most destructive and explosive opening pair in world cricket at the moment. Therefore, teams that face Australia must devise a very concrete plan to dismiss both the openers at the earliest, because we saw how they were scoring at run rates between 10 and 12 and over in the first phase of the innings. Number 4, Rachin Ravindra has been a terrific find for New Zealand, who possesses exceptional batting talent and exhibited some outstanding game awareness against Australia yesterday. The way he manipulated the field setup and adjusted his shots according to the field, such as stepping out against the spinner and hitting over mid-off when mid-off was up in the circle, convinces us about the fact that he is definitely a legend in the making. Number 5, Steve Smith and Marnus Labuschagne become futile as batters if they walk in after the openers have already posted a huge score on the board at a very high run rate, because that is when they struggle to keep up with the tempo and end up throwing away their wickets. So from here on, I feel only one of them could be in the playing 11 and he has to bat at number 3, not at 4 or 5, because slowing down the game at a position lower than number 3 could prove to be very detrimental for Australia. Number 6, Mitch Marsh, who walked in at number 3, has looked very ordinary against spin and he has really struggled. I personally feel that setting him up at number 3 may not be a very wise call. Probably somewhere around number 4 to number 6 could be a good place for him to bat. Number 7, Glenn Maxwell's sudden return to form, where he's literally smashing everything out of the park, must and should have rung alarm bells across all opposition sides. Number 8, with Jimmy Neesham back in the side and batting at number 7, New Zealand now looks like a side with all bases covered and is emerging as a strong contender for the World Cup trophy. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.